We'll go through during this first and second over the two teams that are taking place here today. They're both very strong outfits, missing some players, but nevertheless their replacements have been very good first-class cricketers.
So Paris was the chance with a cotton bowl dropped. Well, Paris might have made a breakthrough, just fell short.
Morris comes in again to Burns. Swings that one over the top of the slips. No matter how tall those Western Australian slips fielders are, they were never going to stop that. Morris comes in, third ball of his over. Burns puts that one through the vacant gap between point and gully for 4 runs. Long on the ground the whole way, played it perfectly for that spot.
A day-nighter in Adelaide with the pink ball under lights.
Well, Hardy went over the wicket there. They brought the player from the onside onto the offside. He's straight on the legs and Renshaw has pounced. Renshaw. Well, he had to, Ray. I mean, it's been 2 hours of play and no wicket, and he won the toss.
They're going to both be there at the lunch break.
Sweet shot there from Burns. That will go for 4 runs along the grass there. Joe Burns showing his class. 2 balls remaining in this over. It's a sweet shot. It's a fine 1-2. That might be enough, and it is enough to go for 4 runs.
Just as I talk.
Well, around the wicket. Again, a no ball, and that will go for 4 runs as well. So that's a...
There's again Hardy round the wicket to Renshaw, gets onto the front foot, drives it past mid-off. That will roll all the way for 4 runs.
To some degree.
Young Kelly round the wicket to Renshaw, plays that one off his pad. That will go all the way for 4 runs. Didn't bother having to run, he knew once he hit that where it was going.
Draw him into that shot. I'll come through for a single. Pressure's off.
Easy singles. Also got a long on.
That brings up Matthew Renshaw's 50. Well batted to Matthew Renshaw.
Beautifully played.
Yep.
He showed a lot of patience. So it was a long session this morning. The last session is also going to be a long one, 2.5 hours. Lovely shot from Joe Burns. Basically a late cut, used the pace of the ball from Ashton Agart down to the third man boundary, and that's brought up in 40 degrees heat. I still don't even think I'd go to an ice bath.
Renshaw. Oh, he's caught him, and Renshaw's out finally. They make the breakthrough. Captain Whiteman takes the catch, and he's on his way, Matthew Renshaw. I think he... lovely shot through backward point. That's 4 runs. Maybe the shot of the day, Ray Phillips. What a beauty.
Yeah, I think so.
There might have been a single there before, that previous ball. But that's a lovely shot there from Bryce Street, right out of the screws. That's motoring across the grass.
Oh.
4 runs in a second.
That was a great shot.
Whoa.
To get this second wicket. Just delicately plays that between first and third slip. Joel Paris again coming round the wicket, left-hander to Burns, lets that one go.
That's hit the underside of his bat.
It has too. He's out. First delivery from Paris.
Oh, and he's out. Oh, Billy.
First ball duck. Unbelievable. Just played down the inside line, edges it straight through.
He comes out of his crease. This one's going to go past. It's going to go past Fanning and all the way to the rope for 4 runs. Not too hot. 24 degrees, feels like 12. That's a big hoik over.
Can take advantage. Oh, gee, that one again.
That one came out of nowhere. He's out. He's bowled. I think he stood on his
stumps. Well, there you go. That has risen as sharply as anything we've seen today, Billy Dean. Pearson off the toes. Played nicely. He's got a fair bit of that. That's nicely timed. It'll go to the boundary for 4.
See, quickish ball, and that's a genuine edge there from Street. That'll go for 4. That should bring up Bryce Street's 50, and it does. Bryce Street when he's on strike. But anyway, Pearson has got to try and survive. There's a shorty ball off the back foot, drives that through extra cover.
It could run for you.
It might. It's dried out quite
there
quickly. I can't see in the shadows, Ray. It might just get to the rope. No, pulled in. They should be able to run 17. It's that far out.
I ran 4 easily. Sam Fanningham, fortunately for Western Australia.
Oh, lovely shot off the back foot. 4 runs. That's gone like a bullet to the rope. Wow. Short mid-wicket. That's an edge gone for 4 runs. That's the third slip I was asking for. Anyway, 2 slips in a gully. Pearson. Oh, he's got an edge, has he? And he's been given out. Jimmy Pearson doesn't think so, but he's on his way. They make the breakthrough, and they've lost their 5th wicket on 250.
At the moment, and he's still at the ground. So if you're wanting to hear about that, young Renshaw, that's a beautiful shot, and that's gone through Agar there.
Yeah.
Expected more from the top of the table team.
This time Street just plays that one straight down the ground for 4 runs. The moment he left his bat, he said, I don't need this. He just sort of opens the shoulders up first ball, doesn't even wait for a sider. That one goes for 4 runs. That was very agricultural.
Well,
Agar comes again into Nisa, goes down the wicket straight over his head. That'll be another 4 runs.
I think it's every second ball, Bill.
It is.
It's not every ball. It is. It's a beauty.
Kelly again round the wicket to Street. Plays that one off his pads, and that'll go for 4 runs out there. Square leg's got no chance of getting around to mid-wicket to stop that one.
Oh.
And backwards sweeps that one.
You know, I called the other one audacious.
To Bryce Street, as Ray said, on 83. Goes for a whoosh gut. Caught it short mid-wicket. Bryce Street's innings comes to an end. 83. He came in at number 3. And both batsmen are running off. Now, I'm not really sure what's happening here. They've been called. They've declared, perhaps. So we'll see what happens. Michael needs to set sail from the Stanley Street end. And this one's going to go down towards fine leg. Just a single. Ooh. They thought they had their man with that field placement.
So Western Australia on their way.
So Whiteman will face the music. That's in the air. That's gone through for 4 runs.
He's not going to die wondering either.
No.
Sam Whiteman just threw the bat at that, took a thick outside edge and went between third slip and gully.
Nisa, Whiteman, just outside off stump, needs to make the batsman play, Ray.
In and away, angling into the left-hander and going away toward the slips, going around the wicket. We were talking to Wayne Clark at lunchtime about so many bowlers around the country now bowling around the wicket.
Segedy with his last ball of that over, and that's going to beat beat his bat, and that will be
Stumps.
The way they're walking off. And an aggressive declaration. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but unluckily, unable to get that breakthrough. But yes, they've got to face the music again tomorrow. Whiteman and Bancroft live here on KO from 9 a.m. Queensland time. 112 overs